Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, elephants and zebras, gypsies and the sea. Please excuse me for I don't make videos the way I used to, so I'm kind of losing my touch at it, which is good. So I just wanted to say, and I don't make videos as often as I did or as long as I used to, but I wanted to say that I'm not sure how much to say about all this. I have made changes in my life. Let's go back. I am having surgery. I'm not going to say when, but in a few weeks I will be having surgery. And I've never had any sort of surgery, at least not like this before. So this is essentially this is my first real surgery. So do I have anxiety? Yeah, I definitely have anxiety. But guess I have to hold it. So this surgery is going to last several hours. It's not going to happen anywhere around here. The doctor has 5 stars. He's been at that particular hospital for some 35 years or 40 years or so. So he has no marks against him, so he's a good doctor. Not just him, I mean, his staff, they also, one way you can tell a good doctor, a good nurse, etc., is by them asking questions. Of course, it's important that we ask questions, but also if they ask questions, they were asking questions. So I have that coming up, and that's really made me think about a lot of stuff. So I'm a long way from rich. As for being poor, well, there are people who have a whole lot less than we do. So we're definitely poor by some people's standards, but we're pretty darn well off. I have to say that. With that said, I'm going to be paying back my debts. I'm going to try and avoid saying who I owe or what I owe or why or how or where or when or whatever. And I still haven't got my transcript from the colleges I went to in Texas. So actually, there's a third one I need to contact. But anyway, so this one particular debt, I want to pay that off. Once I get that paid off, I can start a savings account again. And then I can put change away at the end of the week, at the end of the day, at the end of the month, and whatever that amounts to, I can put that into a savings account. I expect the kids to be responsible, and if I cannot be responsible, then I really don't have any reason to try and hold them up to a different standard. So, this way, if an emergency happens, we'll have money in the bank. All I have to do is, go get it. But it's not spending money, it's money for emergencies. And if I take it out, I have to put it back. So, even if I take out a large amount, I'll simply have to increase how much I put in each month until I get it paid back in anyway. So I'll be doing that. One thing I haven't done is write my life story. That's something I want to do. I need the eyeglasses. I was going to get them this month and wound up not being able to get them this month. The money that would have been spent on the eyeglasses, it went for food. So I ordered absolutely nothing from Amazon. I'm going to have to I still have one more test I have to do in this area, and then they haven't scheduled everything yet, so I know the date but I don't know the time. So the thing is, we don't have the gas to get there. We have just under a quarter of a tank. So I don't know. I'm going to call the social worker over at the hospital closest to us, and we'll see what we can do. If I have to, I guess I have to reschedule, which I don't want to do, because it's taken a lot to work myself up to actually doing this. So when I saw the doctor this last time, I saw him, saw his nurse, saw his, I think, his scheduler, saw one of his students, one of the student doctors, and I mean, they were really, asking questions and doing tests. I mean, it wasn't just like, hey, what you doing here? Okay, whatever. They actually, did tests and talked to me and communicated with us and all that. So the surgery is going to take 4, 5, 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours, give or take about half an hour. I'm going to have to shave my beard, which I'm not going to like. Now, this time I talked to them, they said I can shave it, so I shave like here so I can keep the front part, but what's under there has to be shaved off. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do about that. My wife, she said if I ever shaved it off, she'd come back and kill me for it. So I don't want to shave it off in part out of her memory. But I also have had this beard for 8, 9, 10 years now, and it's grown a long time. Believe it or not, one thing I am actually looking forward to at hospital is the food. I want a cheeseburger and French fries and a soda water. See, soda water is sort of a rural Texas thing. Soda water like Coke, Pepsi, RC, Tab, whatever, so I'm gonna have to, they already fitted me for a neck brace. It's a medium size, I think, and you can shower in these things, and then what you do, they have these pads. You take the pads out and you can wash the pads. So that's pretty cool. But I'm going to have it on for several weeks, all the time for a number of weeks. So yeah, you start to think about your life. I don't have the glasses, so I can't write. I can't really read. I try, but it's extremely difficult. So I hope I can afford to get the glasses next month, since I'm basically going to be stuck for probably, I guess, all of next month, maybe some of the month after that, not being able to do a whole lot, and probably for some time even after that I'll have to take it easy. So the doctor did say that I'm going to work on my upper back first. There are more ruptured discs now than there were the last time he did an MRI, and he said we're going to work on the upper back first, and after everything heals we'll start looking at the lower back. So that's good. You can actually see a spot on the nerves where it just, the damage, I don't know exactly what it is or what it's called, but the damage is done there. I still do hope that I get some functionality back. I am optimistic about things like that. I don't like, what I like is to think positive and to say, well, this is going to happen, or you know what, even if it doesn't, I gave it a shot. So we're looking at that. I'm going to owe on the surgery, so that's one of the expenses that I'm going to start paying. Once I'm able to open a savings account again, I won't have to pay the same amount I'm paying that back. But initially, I want to put a significant amount of money into that account just for emergencies. And once there's a certain level of money, then I can reduce the amount I put in each month. But I want to be able to cover emergencies for at least a short time, and definitely need new tires on the car. You can start seeing the wires on at least one of the tires. It's still passing inspection, or it did last time. I don't know if it would right now. Probably won't next time around. Our Walmart order didn't go through this month because right now we're both paying a lot of money on a lot of things, and and it's made me think, the surgery and everything, because they told me there's less than a 1% chance of complication, but there's still surgery. It's still right here on my neck, and so it's very serious. The carotid artery, there are other blood vessels, there are nerves, the esophagus, so forth and so on. So muscles. So it's a very sensitive area. A lot could go wrong quick. So makes you think of your mortality. That's why I would like to write my autobiography. Not that it would be anything fancy or whatnot. It would just be me writing down some stories and reflections, and insight, maybe asking questions, giving my comments. I have plenty of books to read, so once I get home, the only problem is I don't have glasses, so I can't read the books. We have a few puzzles, we have a few board games, so we can do that. Hopefully we'll get some help around the house for, I don't know, at least until I'm back on my feet. And like I said, I'm going to have to really take it easy for a while, and then after that I can start doing a little more, and then over time I can do more and more. But so there's some serious stuff going on here. Well, I guess that's, the people that I need to contact, my daughter and sister, don't worry, you will be contacted. I don't know if it will be me. I don't know if it will be Lisa. I don't know if it will be maybe somebody else. I don't know if it will be via YouTube, via internet. Via email, a phone call, a text. I don't know. But let me know. You'll probably be informed after the surgery. Once I've come out of the surgery and I'm back in my room recovering. The doctor said probably 2 or 3 days, but it could be a little longer, and that's in large part because, again, where they're having to do the surgery around the esophagus and the nerves and the blood vessels and the arteries and stuff. So if there's a complication, they may have to keep me. They may have to do other things, and I understand things like that happen. I'd rather not tell you when I'm going into surgery, unless that's what you want, and then I cannot guarantee it. But I would like you to be informed when I come out of surgery. My cousins, my uncle will be informed when I come out of surgery. There were some things I wanted to get before I did this, and I haven't been able to get them yet because I was going to use them during my recovery. So I'm not going to talk about those things, but you know what? I'll provide a link to some of them or all of them, just a few things. But yeah. But I don't know what room I'm going to be in. I don't know what floor I'm going to be on. I don't know the exact date yet. I have a date, but that date could change, and I don't know the time, that's for sure. I know the hospital. Right now I don't even remember my surgeon's name. I know it's a spine center, but anyway. So yeah, I'm really nervous about it. And our car and our bed are both very low to the ground, so it makes it very difficult to get in and out of the car and in and out of the bed. You should see me getting in and out of the car. Well, in is not so bad. Getting out of the car, that's another matter. Getting out of bed is another matter. It can be difficult. Again, I hope this surgery does allow some healing of any injuries. But absent of that, what I'm hoping for is that there is no further entering of my body because of this. So we will see. So thank you very much for watching this 20-minute long video. And you all have a great day. See if I can get this. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day.